Yeah, it's a tough one. I feel like this is a tough one for Gaimin. What are they going to do? Maybe could they go for some sort of ranged carry? We've seen dyrachyo on the sniper. I don't know if he's going to go for that again. No, they go for the bristleback.
That is actually Whitemon on the Disruptor right now, and Ari's playing the Warlock this time round. So they're actually swapping around their picks. Meanwhile, dive underneath the tower. dyrachyo with the Inkswell, trying to get this kill onto kasane. Glimpse back, he doesn't have the mana. Will stick.
He might die.
Can he get another one usage? He won't. Yeah, dyrachyo biting off more than he can chew. Very heavy punishment right there, diving into the tier 1 so early.
It's only level 2, you know. We're level 1 bristleback. Will spray is also, his damage not very impressive. And do they want to go for this? Ari's going to be in trouble here.
He's going to try and walk himself away. Shadow Word on top of him, but I feel like the DPS is more than enough there for GG. They do manage to get the kill. Jump from Timado, not going to land on towards tOfu. Maybe he's going to be careful himself. Does he know he's just dead? What would Fairfire pop? One more right click onto tOfu to get the kill. Is he a little bit faster? The slow is there. Still with the stick charges, he's going to try and turn this around, but eventually Timado does fall. Maybe not too much. But yeah, do you think if the Void gets like an early 6, maybe get a solo kill? Meanwhile, I'm talking about that. kasane dies bottom. Whitemon as well. Final Brisson. I feel like that was maximum range nearly.
Yeah, that nap, it recharged him. He's ready to play. You know, it's like,
Yeah, ready to come into this third game swinging. Meanwhile, more skirmishing happening at this top lane. Just non-stop fights going on right now. Quite a few Shadow Poison stacks being applied here. Timado, if he gets hit from one more, it's probably going to be in dead, and it will. Ari survives by only a sliver of HP. So it's already 5 for 1. Oh, down bot lane, dyrachyo again and very low. Can they kill the Bristle? Not before he kills Whitemon though. Able to get that one. And actually Seleri going to stand his ground versus kasane. But even still with the Inkswell, he doesn't.
You know, it's like, I couldn't care. Oh dear. Is he going to chase him? He might.
Oh, he's getting close to the tier 2s, but not caring whatsoever. The stick charges. Maybe dyrachyo again is in an awkward spot. One final Quill's not actually going to get him. And instead, dyrachyo is punished. Second time this game, but this man is just diving so deep. Meanwhile, Whitemon applying a good amount of pressure there to Seleri. Does he have Glimpse available? I don't think so. Meanwhile, up top, Ari once again getting pressured. The right click's just coming through quick and fast. Finds the grab on towards that Warlock yet again. Run down dyrachyo right now. He's got 2 points into bristleback, so he feels pretty tanky. Lots of quills flying on out. Is this going to be enough to actually keep him alive? Inkswell also coming out. Has to be a short duration, but even still, that is enough to keep dyrachyo going. kasane is the one that actually ends up taking quite a lot of damage as well. Is he going to keep going for this one? Long range stroke gets the kill, but a fantastic rotation here from Bryle. Will kill dyrachyo, even going to dive the tier 1s to get the kill on towards Seleri. Tornado won't land, EMP.
Gaimin Gladiators might be suffering here. Timado, whoopsie.
You mentioned the Slark, and the curse is real. Timado going to get ran down from all of these Brewlings. Just too much damage coming through. Juking and jiving left and right. Also going to be the upheaval, but the final stun is there. Denies the retreat. Seleri also getting involved, and Ari, he was just like max casting the upheaval even though nobody was in it. And it's a quick crit to the face, ends up being a double there for Ace. Yeah, 100% just showing why everyone has been banning this hero so much against this team. Just a real powerhouse. Oh, Shapeshift going after kasane, going to try and run down Seleri. Or Seleri, I should say. Keep on saying the wrong name. As he's going to carry on the dive right now. Charging on past the tier 1 tower. Seleri's trying to juke around the tree. Round and round he goes. Finally, kasane will actually decide to turn around. The Disruptor save there for tOfu, trying to provide a bit of extra help for his fellow support. It's not going to be enough. And maybe now tOfu's actually the one to fall. kasane just forcing himself forwards, gets to kill the tower. Not going to be able to finish. He will survive. Your dyrachyo again! This guy just diving non-stop. He does at least kill.
The classic build for him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
just rinse repeat. If it works, it works. And yes, Seleri going to get dragged back there from the Wild Wing. And eventually he will just die. Mega kill spree out for kasane. Meanwhile, in the mid, Ari does actually end up getting picked off there between Quinn and tOfu. He just walks it off.
I mean, the guy, he's got Vanguard. That's all he needs. On top lane, I think we're going to be seeing Ari lose his life yet again. And all that attention on dyrachyo, he's loving it. Ace is free farming, and there's SWC making space, and they lose kasane on the other side. We thought the Warlock was more important to showcase, though. It just feels like a very off day for Bryle so far. And Ari, again, he's been trying to get level 6 for so long. They give him so experience, but he loses life. Oh, tOfu, though.
Yeah, they're coming on in. tOfu will die. Tornado will actually just about clip on towards Quinn right now. No astral steps for another 5 seconds. Eventually, he will just get ran down. Simulate off to the side, trying to juke this one out. There is going to be the glimpse. And actually, he did have one step of the Astral came up at the very end there, but I guess he knew he was dead no matter what and didn't want to waste it. Oh, Bryle has found Quinn. Gonna jump to the safety of the tower. But Whitemon is also here with Stack Storm available. Tornado is going to set up for everything. The TP rotations maybe going to start flying in from Gaimin Gladiators if they want to try and keep their mid laner alive.
Big kill.
But it just does not seem to be the case. He is gone. Should be the tier 1 tower gone as well at the same time. So very nice move there for TSM.
But it's smart that he didn't held this time. He just says, I don't see... I don't see the Slark hitting you. The Diffusal Blade, why am I scared?
Oh, Aso charging in on top towards Kasane. Kinetic field, trying to lock the place. Maybe he's have to go for the shapeshift and run away. Stunned in place, actually. I think the Ogre's done that one. But even still, Ace is actually the person to perish. Didn't have an opportunity to use his ultimate. And that's actually a really, really nice kill. And that was like 1,000 gold. tOfu, his smoke breaks, he's actually underneath the dragon, so he's maybe the one getting pressured right now. Out comes the golem drop, trying to focus on towards this S2, has to disrupt himself. Meanwhile, the Broodlings into the backlines. Ari going to be getting death number 9 right now. So obviously we'll kill the couriers, trader supports for now. Also, good block down onto Quinn inside the Stack Storm, fantastic. Now, there is going to be dyrachyo turning up to this fight to maybe turn it around, as Bryle is the one to die.
It's like the standard items. The Diffusal is so good. The Echo Saber is really nice. And I feel like after this, he might even want to get the BKB. Oh, dear.
Getting controlled. He's able to use his ultimate to try and run himself away. tOfu's here, as well as Seleri. They get the silence, and immediately the Slarky boy is just gone. Cannot survive when there's 4 heroes on top of him like that with no help from the rest of his team. Where are your stuns, guys? Where are your stuns? Absolutely nowhere. Ari. Oh, no. Does get caught yet again onto the tier 2, having a real rough time. Even a destructive grab right now on towards Bryle, gets the tornado connection onto the 2 of them, but it makes no difference whatsoever. Still ends up falling down. Double kill there going towards Quinn. And Jack Kasane has scoured out a few members of GG here with the Wolves. Maybe he's going to need some more help from his teammates right now. Dyrachyo going to get the cut off. Quinn jumping in. They got the lockdown for sure, but the chaotic offering coming through will provide a bit of extra space. And Kasane going to be able to run himself out of this one. Fine for now. The creep's actually doing a lot of work into the back lines. tOfu might be dropping down, and he will, just to the creep army. There's dyrachyo now deep amongst quite a few other members of the TSM. Kasane not interested in trying to get involved in this fight. We'll just carry on running away. Can they kill this Bristle? He's getting very low with the Meteor on top of him. That's more than enough damage. The Bristle will finally end up dropping down right now. Big victory for TSM if they can back on out without sustaining any more losses. I just don't think that's likely as they get the grab on towards Timado. Tries to go for elite, but denied immediately there from Gaimin Gladiators. Getting re-involved. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Whitemon does get brought down to Ace, not even requiring to use his ultimate. Still have that available as the shapeshift ends for Kasane. They're going to try and dive past the tier 3s for this one. Glimmercave probably going to make this a bit more awkward, but it doesn't look like they care. The Bloodstone gets dropped from dyrachyo, but there's no heals that come through from it. He still dies. And now Ace in a very awkward spot inside the enemy base. The Chaos offering gets committed. There is going to be the Soul Bind. Maybe that's good enough to hold them back as Quinn into the back lines himself. Working on Kasane. The Light Gun will barely be able to survive. Meteor gets dropped onto Quinn's head. Is there any save mechanic? Disruption is there. Got an Astral Step in 5, but the slow for the upheaval, he's still getting caught from it. He will eventually fall down. And as a result, that's again not too bad of a fight there for TSM. They do lose Timado.
You know, you jump in. You still have to worry about Soul Bind and Demonic Purge. Oh dear.
Oh, Ace is in. Gonna chuck the tornado up on towards Kasane right now, keeping him out of the equation as the rest of the Broodlings will just run down Ari, drops an upheaval. But just really trying to go out with a little bit of particle effects going on, so he will still fall. Meanwhile up top, dyrachyo, maybe he's the one in danger. 3 heroes on top of him, about to be 4 as Timado is getting involved. Quill's coming through. There is going to be a disruption save, keep him alive for a bit longer. But all that's going to do is delay the inevitable feel. Eventually, we'll just get ran down. Wolfbite as well, on towards the Slark, getting on top of walls. tOfu.
Well done.
Ends up being another couple of kills there for TSM. Huge punish. Yeah, it's not a great award to get, but at least you can say he got something. Meanwhile, Bryle, all he gets is getting caught out of position and dying right there as to dive into the tier 2. Gaimin thinking about diving into tier 3 right now as Ari was Glimmercave's up. Meanwhile, Timado actually finds the opportunity to go on towards Seleri right now. Golem drop as well, collects onto him as well as Quinn. Can the Grim get out? Looks like he will be able to. Timado, though, wants to try and chase after him, but Quinn putting his body actually in front to try and provide the space. The first life of him is gone, does have the Aegis, obviously. But with the involvement of Ace, maybe that's going to be enough to force Timado back, and Ari going to get caught out with the Glimmer. staying alive for now, but there is going to be the Sentinel Ward dropped. Eventually, Seleri still gets ran down from Sarius. Ari will fall, but even still, Quinn getting stuck inside this kinetic field, cannot escape. Ace as well, no real resources to work with, and with the glimpse, just pops the BKB and runs it off.
It's pretty solid, though. Not quite the same leak.
Yeah, great. Dive onto tOfu. There is a sentry. Shadow Amulet's not going to do a single thing here. Eventually, will just die. Ghost Scepter as well. Going to drop all of his spells onto Timado before he eventually dies. Another Shadow Amulet, but more than enough detection. They will find the kill. Gone for 40, no buyback, but actually jump in from Ace. They want to try and take this fight as well. They found dyrachyo inside the Static Storm, blocking him down. So a lot of damage as well as the meteor on top. Can the Bristle survive? There is going to be the 4-star. Brings him to safety, but even still, Seleri does end up dropping. Ace pursuing after Bryle right now. Forces the BKB out there of the Invoker. Just going to keep pursuing forwards with the Ghost Walk. No protection on his own. Meanwhile, dyrachyo now just gets caught out as the immediate jump in from Timado finds the kill. Ace still going to try and pursue for more. Now focus on towards Ari, but his Bruce split is about to end. But Quinn jumping on in. Maybe they can find the kill. He actually dissimulates the opposite direction, not wanting to get stuck between Kasane as well as Timado to be too much damage. There is going to be the upheaval once more, slowing down Ace. He can't get away. Quinn will finally get rid of the Warlock to remove it, but it's too little too late as Ace is taking a lot of damage. He's trying to run. Definitely Blast will connect. They find the kill. Down goes the Brew. So it ends up being TSM coming out on top once more. Really are doing a fantastic job. And now actually the Wolf Bite is back off cooldown again. Timado just going to start chasing after whoever he can find. Leaps up in towards the base, finds Quinn with a couple of right clicks, but no lockdown. So close to it, and that will be really impactful if we can get it. But so many points keep happening. As another one, he gets glimpsed into the Static Storm. Yet again, the disruption is going to be there from tOfu to at least negate a majority of the duration. Good jump up to high ground as well from Seleri, but even still, dyrachyo is on his own. He needs some help from the rest of the team. It's just not coming. He's going to get just ran down for Timado. Another kill on towards the carry of Gaimin. And TSM, man, they are really bringing it to him in this game number 3.
I mean, this is the draft. It goes late. The enemy team's draft doesn't, and they just had to hold on, and they did. It goes back to 80%, so it goes up to 80% for TSM here. And yeah, they could take buildings. They also, I love the Golem. Grand Golem, 20% extra health, so you're super durable.
Yeah, it's real tanky. Meanwhile, Ace jumping on in. Does manage to get the armor off. But Quinn, look at that. Immediately gets control. Takes so much damage, and he's dead before he can do real much jumping at all. Does have a buyback. We'll see if he's going to be forced to use it, but still with that 30 seconds, no dyrachyo, it's difficult to do it. Ace's Brewlings feel like they're doing absolutely nothing as Timado just gets the run down on towards Seleri, takes him out. The Earth Panda as well, the right click's hurt, but he's able to get the Blink Dagger back inside the fountain. Will be safe for now, but this is just space for TSM to carry on destroying buildings. The top set is gone. Gonna start working on towards this middle.
And the Quinn can buy back, but he doesn't really want to. Dyrachyo is going to be up in a few seconds, but you're not going to have your Grimstroke in that fight. They just look, they melt buildings. God. They melt buildings, and Quinn actually buys back with only a few seconds left, but he feels like he has to.
He has to, man. They're just going to be facing Megas if they don't right now. Jumps on him, but he's hit by the Static Storm. Destruction is going to be there at least for tOfu to keep him alive. tOfu himself gets ran down to Kasane. Quinn, he just can't survive through it. He's just gone immediately. Now dyrachyo feels like all the hopes of GG here in this game of 3 are on them. He's just charging forwards with the BKB finally complete right now, sticking on top of Bryle. Whitemon now in a spot of danger. Eventually the Disruptor will get caught. Couple more quills are all they need. They will find it. But even still, TSM, they don't really get punished all too hard. Actually, dyrachyo still charging after him right now. Doesn't have BKB available, so he has to be careful. Doesn't get caught out yet again. Kasane trying to TP. No cancel, so he will be successful. There's a Wolf Bit in Timado, though. He's going to stand his ground, right-clicking them both. He's instead of 1 versus 2. Bryle also getting involved to put the balance of power into their favor. Ace will force his BKB right now. They're focusing towards the Invoker. But just look how much damage is coming out. This Slark is just destroying people on his own. An absolute monster here. It looks like Ace will barely be able to survive. Timado, though, yeah, 45 stacks of Essence Shift was there. So much damage is pumping out from this guy.
This is going to be a big defense from Gaimin Gladiators.
Well, it needs to be if they want to keep themselves in this one. Timado just jumps forward, gets an easy latch onto Quinn, and just like that,
no BKB.
He is gone. Ace jumping in right now, has to use the splits to try and get some work done as well. But look at that, the buildings just get focused up with Timado. Mega creeps have already been secured. This is already a very awkward situation for Gaimin Gladiators right now. dyrachyo trying to do what he can. But Kasane and Timado, that's too damn quick. They're running circles around him, trying to disrupt and hold him back. dyrachyo is pretty speedy himself. He's going to stick on top of his target, but he's got to be careful he doesn't step up too far. As we see in the back of the base, Timado is getting 3 kills. Buyback as well coming out from Seleri. Is it going to be enough to make much of a difference as Bryle able to get that force off just in time? Timado's with a sliver of HP, and now Timado getting re-engaged against dyrachyo. Going to start building up all of those S-chip stacks. Can he get the kill? He's trying to run down to the south side. At least he might be able to get the kill on towards Bryle here, but it's still stuck amongst 4 enemy heroes. He needs some help with the rest of the squad. Destruction's going to be there for tOfu. But even still, the upheaval already used some Ari. Basically saying you have to stand your ground, but actually what dyrachyo does just kill him instead. Doesn't really make much difference. Even still, Timado jumps in deep, focusing on towards tOfu. Is saved up for the glimmer for now. Trying to do what he can, will jump back off to safety, but Ace, he's trying to pursue after the Slark, but actually they're not going to fully go after him. Those BKBs aren't even going to be able to save many of the people of Gaimin Gladiators in these situations. That's TSM running out once more. Stag Storm not going to connect onto Quinn, he will be fine. First time in a long time he hasn't been immediately punished. Meanwhile, into the back lines, they do find Whitemon. Ace as well as dyrachyo getting that pick off. It looks like TSM just going to try and disengage as much as possible. Bryle TPing in on towards the creep there of Kasane. GG, they're actually trying to chase after anyone they could find, but TSM being very elusive right now. We've got Timado in the back lines, does find the grab on towards Seleri. Immediately he is just gone. Can he achieve all too much else while he is completely separated right now? Focusing on towards dyrachyo. Just wants to steal away as many of those stacks as he possibly can right now. Inside the upheaval as well, dyrachyo's going to be super slow. Still TSM. Not going to fully double down for that one. Instead, Timado wants to go for those squishier heroes. Does manage to find the jump on towards tOfu. The rest of Gaimin Gladiators trying to provide a bit of assistance there to their support. Timado is just trying to walk around them to get on top of that support. There is going to be a Celtic offering, holding them back. Bryle taking a lot of damage as well from dyrachyo as Quinn gets the grab, denies the escape. Kasane though, objective dota, hitting tier 4s, trying to TP. The Remnant will actually grab onto him, denying the escape, dragging him back on in. Eventually he will get caught, he's a tanky boy. But it is going to be another grab there towards Gaimin. So they're holding on to this one as long as they possibly can.
Movements for a sec, or no? Okay, no need, don't need. This is more important. I agree,
there's a fight coming. 5-man smoke, plus the transformable fight used. They found the grab on towards Ace. The steer was pretty tanky, not being pressured so far. There's going to be disruption to keep himself going for a bit longer. Meanwhile, Quinn, he just gets wrecked there for Kasane. Absolutely tears him a new one. Seleri also going to be able to barely get himself out. Ace, first life gone. Multiple buybacks having to be expended right now. Quinn obviously bought out for his side, so he doesn't have a buyback, and now dyrachyo getting focused onto. Look how quickly the bristleback falls. Absolutely feels like paper at this stage when the silver edge comes out on top of him. Jumped in from Timado once more, trying to focus down to the bristle, but he heals back up pretty damn quickly there from the bloodstone. Disrupted, trying to keep it going for now. Timado once again focusing down, and just like that, dyrachyo is gone. Ace with his own buyback, getting into the back lines right now, but he's separated from the rest of the team. He needs the save to come through, it's just not there. He's gone for 2 minutes. Kasane even dropping a tip onto him for the real PM, and now that just looks like it. The Ancient, he's going to get brought down, and TSM takes the 3rd map.